Let's hear you for the special. Yeah, that was good. Perfect. Did you get that one? I think you guys like this one. I love this one. This is a new one. It's called Change Your Mind.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Frankfort Report. It is May 29th, 2025, and I don't know where I've been. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on, but I know I had to do another live. It's been way too long. D. Trent is here. Hello, sir. Shirt and Forbes. Hit the like button, folks, for more great content. Well, you came to the wrong place if you came for great content, but you came to the right place if you want to have a good time at 5 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Dina Gallus, hello. How are you? What is going on, everybody? The world is just mental. Everything is mental. Nobody's acting normal. Everything feels crazy. It honestly feels crazy. Good news is the store is done. The lease is over, or we found a new tenant to lease the place a month early. We got rid of everything. Everything with the store is done. Thank the frickin' Lord. Holy shit. But the thumbnail says it all, as D. Trent says. Panic. It's time to panic. And it seems like there's a lot of people who are panicking on the inside. And depending on, the converse, I feel like, I can feel the panic. I've been there. I know what it feels like. It's not good, but I can see the signs, okay? And, you may or may not think that I'm panicking right now. And you couldn't be further from the truth. And it is pretty hairy out there, but I'll tell you, it is in the luxury boutique market. It is still a safe place to play. That could change. I'm not saying it couldn't. Maybe it's next. I don't know. But there are some things that make me excited going on in that space. Darryl, are you still hearing the dummies say, but the restaurant was busy on Friday night? I'm the dummy that would say that, for God's sakes. And let's us not forget that there is still a fuck ton of money in the city of Toronto. And there are still lots of people that need stuff to do. But there is a noticeable difference in certain restaurants, for sure. Their attendance has definitely started to slip. The prices at these restaurants is like, oh my God, every time I go to a restaurant, I want to throw up. But I can't throw up because I just paid $500 for the food. So that would be counterproductive, if you ask me, right? Anyways, here we are. the world's upside down. It's hard to tell what's going on out there these days. I don't know if you saw that new Veo or VEO 3 by, I think it's Google. Whoa, the lines were blurry, okay? The lines are blurring more and more every day as to what is real, what is not real, and what the fuck is going on out there. But, I mean, life still has to continue. You have to figure out a way to figure out what the hell's going on. And I don't know, what's going on with tariffs? I mean, I've been busy working on a big closing this week. Can you believe it? I'm working on closing something this week, right? And it's getting a little hairy, to be quite honest with you. But, I mean, who's closing things right now? You are sheltered, Darryl, says D. Trent. You surround yourself with successful people. Your bubble world could be clouding your judgment. Well, that's actually not the truth, okay, D. Trent? I've talked about people I know who are having trouble because of industries that they're in. And even take my father-in-law, for example, in closing his store. I mean, if that industry was doing well, maybe closing the store wasn't the best option, right? But there are many people in the furniture business currently that are, let's say, weighing their options as to what would be the best business or best way to move forward. And is it this business? Okay. I have actually quite a few friends that are, I would say, in panic mode right now. But, you know, some people don't like to talk about it on YouTube, right? Some people don't like to talk about these things in front of people. They just like to quietly go broke or, you know, sell their house or close their business. So let's take, for example, there's a big marketing firm that's been around for ever. They're one of the OGs in the Toronto marketing business when it comes to pre-construction condominium sales. And so these guys, you know, I'm pretty sure I met with these guys within the last, let's say, 6 months. Could be more recent than that. Maybe 3 months. I think they were vying for my business recently. I met them. And, you know, all of a sudden there's an announcement that they are, you know, they are closing the doors. It's time. We've had a great run and it's time to close down the business. And I think that that may not be the reason, that it might just be because there's not any work out there. And, you know, closing the doors by choice is a lot better sounding than, well, the market's just gone. Like, we have no other plan. There's nothing else we can do. And we're kind of fucked right now, right? So, also, I talked about the guy from the rendering business who was very public in admitting that he was going through some issues and resizing his company and downsizing his staff, and that, you know, pivoting to other things because who's buying renderings, right? And so these are the things that are happening out there. And how many people is it affecting? So you got the construction business that's just fucking dying. Okay. And must be shedding jobs daily. And you don't hear, you know, that Joe Schmo general contractor just let, you know, his whole team go. And, you know, Scott Fiesenstein just, you know, let 6 of his best guys go. And whatever the hell company, you know, roofers, you know, just, you know, let half of their staff go. And you don't know what's really going on. So there's a lot of people, you know, their jobs are gone and they don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're stealing cars now. I don't know. I'm just making it up. But there's a lot of people feeling the pinch, and there's a lot more people about to feel the pinch, because the pinch, I think, is just starting for a lot of people. Now, I don't know. We've been in this malaise for a while. How long could it go? I mean, there's bad news that we're going to get to really soon. I got a lot of bad news to talk about, actually. I mean, there is a whole mess of stuff out there, right? We've got power of sales way up. We've got worst new home sales in, I don't even know, since like the 90s or something. And we've got the Fortress developments. I don't know if you know about Fortress. Their fraud case. They are criminals officially now. Not that we didn't know that already. But those are the kind of stories that we have going on out there right now, baby, right now. And so, where do we want to start? Okay, where do we want to start? It's been a while. I do apologize. I will do better. Okay, I think I can. I think I will. I can't guarantee anything because, you know, I put myself in a stupid position, right? I put myself in a really stupid position. I started doing a live stream at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 times a week. And that's okay sometimes, but it's not okay all of the time. And so I need to find a time that's okay all of the time. And quite honestly, that's not, I think, a possibility. So we may be sporadic at times, friends. We might be sporadic, and that's just, how it's going to have to be. Now, if you'd like to call in, okay, now is a wonderful time to WhatsApp me at the number on the screen. And you don't have to. If nobody wants to, you don't have to. There's no pressure, okay? Sometimes the show is better when I have a caller. Sometimes the show is worse when I have a caller. I suppose it depends on who the fucking caller is. It would be great if D. Trent would call in, but I mean, I guess Steve Karish is busy right now. I know people who own a window blind business. They have $2.5 million house trying to sell since last summer. They are close to bankruptcy. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Okay. I mean, listen, there's a lot of people out there in that situation. And I mean, I'm glad I'm not one of them this time. Okay. Because I've been there. I've done that. I don't want to do it again. And where I'm sheltered, D. Trent, is in the way that I have organized my affairs. Okay. Not that I'm perfectly sheltered, but I have learned a few things along the way, and I have set myself up in a way that makes me feel pretty goddamn comfortable, I gotta say. Now, the fact that I'm a genius and, have the best deals in the city, that's a bonus, okay? Don't know how that happened. It just kind of did. So here we go. Now, if you want to, okay, there's a link in the description you'll see, and you're going to start hearing me talk about this a lot more. I don't know how many times or if any that I mentioned this, okay? But I did come out with a new platform, and it's called Shrubs. And I'd like to show you, if I can remember how the fuck this thing works right now. Okay, you should be, oh God, I screwed it up. Okay, you should be seeing my screen right now. I'm going to get to you should be seeing my screen right now. And this is a Shrub. This is my new web platform. This is just a way of using it that I like to use it to help me with my prompts for the show and as just links to all of the stuff that I plan to talk to on the show. And if you want to follow along with the articles and the links that we have here in the Shrub, well, it's in the description below. And this is now the shrubs.me website is now live in beta. And I invite you, my friends, to check it out. Help me out. Tell me what you think. And shrubs.me. Check it out. There's a link in the description below. I think it's been so long, okay, friends, that we should really start things on the right foot with a little bit of the they-them energy.
They-them energy. They-them energy. They-them energy. They-them energy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How much better does it get than a little boost from the they-them energy, right? Okay, let's see what we've got going on. Let's talk about the worst home sales. You see how that works? That nice little link there, right? How beautiful was that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Holy, says Table Salt. Crap. Holy crap. New home sales in the GTA just hit a 30-year low from Build. Build, B-I-L-D, the Builder Something and Land Development. Anyways, they literally sold 300 homes in April for 5 million people, 100 condos. Let's see what this looks like here. Current month sales. There were 310 total new home sales in April 2025. That's last month, almost over a month ago. With 205 single-family sales down minus 66%. I don't think you have to say minus when you say down. Is that just me? Am I wrong? Am I wrong here? Okay. Single-family sales are down 66% from April 2024. Whoa, that's not good. They're down. You don't have to say a minus again, bro. They're down 77% from the 10-year average. Whoa, that's not good at all. And 105 condominium apartment sales down 80% from April 2024, down 94% from the 10-year average. Holy jumping Jesus. That is horrific, horrific news. That's bad. Those are some real bad numbers, everybody. Oh, I don't even want to look at this chart. Look at this. God damn it. April, 105 condos. Okay, these are single family, 205. Where is this for? Where is this for? What area? By project type. Where is this? Current month. Does it say where? Did I read where? Am I drawing a blank here? GTA. All of the GTA. This is shocking, everybody. This is shocking, everybody. This is shocking news, everybody. Holy shit balls. That is just real bad. Real bad. Now, okay. Did we know things were this bad before I read that? I think so. Right? We've been talking about how bad they were for how long, right? This is not new. Who the hell is selling condos right now, right? I know. You think Darryl's planning on selling some condos soon, right? Mine are different. Just get over it. Where's the Hulk? Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, are there lots of people getting thrashed around right now? Or is it still just those dumb fucks from Brampton or from, where was the big hot one? I mean, Durham a lot of people made some bad decisions in Durham. Okay. But I mean, why are you buying a house for 1.6 in Brampton? Okay. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you going to Milton and buying a house for 1.8? Okay. Why are you going to Barrie and buying a bungalow for 1,350? Like, and then renovating it and making it into 3 suites. What are you doing? Okay. Honestly, what is everybody doing? What was everybody doing? It was all just too much. Okay. And there were moments before the COVID times. Okay. There was moments before where things didn't make much sense. Quite honestly, nothing made sense for a long time, unless you were a moron and you counted appreciation in your metrics. Okay. If you were a moron, then things looked like they made sense. Okay. But if you weren't a moron, well, they didn't make sense. And here we are. And we're dealing with it, okay? We're trying to deal with it the best we can. I think we are all trying to deal with it as best we can. But here we are, and it's not looking good. And of course, if you go to Better Dwellings, and I hope that you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, Toronto new home sales crash 72% to record lows. Now, normally I would suggest that, he was being a dick, and he was, making a headline here that would grab people's attention. And I mean, he is a dick, and he did do that with the title, but it's true. It seems to be true. I mean, we just proved it 2 seconds ago. We see, that things are just not good. The prices have come down from the peak. Sales have slowed. There's a billion listings out there, and it's just not good. Now, are we still in a tariff war? I don't know. Oh, Greater Toronto new home sales, tariff uncertainty or overpriced? It's a good thing I asked. The industry attributed slow demand to the economic anxiety caused by tariff negotiations. April 2025, new home sales across the GTA have extended the slowest period of sales on record. Buyers have... Okay. Honestly, I am doing the worst job I've ever done in my life. Okay. Buyers crave predictability, and the swirling uncertainty around tariffs is depriving would-be purchasers. Okay, come on, guys. Is this the truth? Did the tariffs affect anybody's decisions? I mean, unless you're an importer, exporter, is this a thing? Tariff uncertainty isn't helping to inspire confidence, but it's far from the only issue. There we go. There have been just 1,569 new homes sold year to date, down 58% from last year. And last year was shit too. Holy. The weakest sales since the 90s crash. Holy Jesus. I mean, it certainly makes me think about moving forward with a launch in this kind of environment. That's for sure. But, I mean, if we think, we get in trouble around here, so we really shouldn't think. We need to close our eyes, put on the blinders, and go, go, go. Because that's how we roll. I thought we had a housing shortage crisis. Hush, 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 hush. My prediction stands. 70% from peak. Oh my God, it's the D. Trent show. Darryl, it happened everywhere in Canada. The world isn't the GTA. It didn't happen everywhere in Canada. Stop it. Everybody, it's not the same. Ooh, I forgot. I got licorice. One moment, please. You guys are in for a treat today. You're getting the whole bloody kit and caboodle all in one happy show. I don't know if you can handle the licorice. Kearney's affordable housing does... Oh, you ruined it by saying Kearney. I don't want to talk about politics all the time. That's part of why I needed a break. This show was making me mental. Okay? The show was making me mental. Talking about Kearney, talking about politics, talking about all this bullshit all the time. I mean, I guess that's all there is to talk about is bullshit. For Christ's sakes. Okay, let's see. I study charts. I analyze historical data It's my hobby. Okay, D. Trent. We need a voice for D. Trent. Official banking crisis is going to wipe us out. I know, people. I told you guys last year the locomotive was leaving the tracks. Hopefully you guys listened. Is that a good D. Trent voice? Licorice time. I don't mean to offend. I do love D. Trent. He is the secret sauce to all of my success online. I must give him credit. Without D. Trent, I would have far, far less views, far, far less fun, and far, far less aggravation, is the honest to God truth. Okay, D. Trent is ready for the licorice, and so am I. I got the good black licorice, everybody. Right? This is Aussie Outback. This is some of the best licorice on the earth if you like the black licorice. And if you don't like the black licorice, well, what the hell is wrong with you, quite honestly? I don't know. But here we go. You ready? Oh, yeah, that's good. It's soft. It's soft and fresh. My wife loves me some of the time. When she buys me licorice, I don't know if she loves me because she's killing me slowly. Oh, I forgot to press the start button. I forgot. Okay, I got that out of the way. Sorry. Hopefully people didn't leave as a result of my disgusting habits. I apologize. let's get back to something interesting that isn't me chewing on licorice. How about this? How about this? Let's go back to the shrub. Shrubs.me. This is a shrub because, you plant a plant. It's a shrub. They grow. You spread it out to people. With a shrub, you can share your projects with all kinds of people in all kinds of ways. Shrubs are cool. Shrubs are great. Okay, power of sales are way up. And I don't really normally like listening to him. But he's the one who said that something's going on and power of sales are way up. So we're going to try and listen to him as long as we can.
Wow, something's going on with...
Okay, that's it. That's as long as I could do it. I can't handle his voice. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Power of sale and foreclosure in Southern Ontario. Like, for reals. Like, what do the youngsters say? Imagine I call a youngster. They're probably like,
okay, I'm out. Thank you very much. Okay, so apparently power sales are up considerably in the last little while. And that might be concerning to some, but it seems like that makes sense. I don't know how much more. I mean, if you go from like 30 to 60 power of sales, it's a considerable jump as a percentage, is it not? Have we lost the chat, everybody? Is there something wrong with the chat? Is it broken? Or are you so enthralled by what I have to say at the moment that you're not talking? Because that's okay. I can live with that. If that's the case, by all means, do not chat, okay? If you are so enthralled with what I have to say that you can't type stuff in. Because, I mean, we want the show to grow, everybody, don't we? Don't we? Do we not all have, are our goals not aligned? Do we not all want this thing to grow? I mean, I'm surprised I don't have 1 billion followers already. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to try and get to the bottom of it, but it won't be today. But, if you don't type in the chat and you don't like the channel and you don't sub to the video or vice versa, then, you're not really helping me grow. And as much as I love all of you, I do need some of your support, not just constant bashing in the comment section. Because, I mean, as fun as that is. Okay, are you pressing buttons? Because I don't see anything changing from my perspective. And from my perspective, I should be able to see it changing. So press a button or thank you. Have a nice day. I appreciate the support. Thank you for being here. Okay. Now, big news, okay? Big news. We're going to go back to the shrub, shrub.me. Open up an account today. It's free. You can get 2.5 gigabytes of free storage in the Shrub Drive. Check this out. Shrub Drive. It's like Dropbox and Google Drive, right? It's a file repository, cloud storage, right? Works like a charm. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. This is a giant photo, but check it out, right? Beautiful thing. Look at that. That's one Thelma. Have I shared this with you wonderful folks before? This is the building that I'm going to build. This is my baby. This is my baby. Anyways, let's get back to the shrub and get back to, look, I got all these different shrubs. You guys, we should watch the video of my band from when I was like 20. That would be cool. Do you think that would be fun? Maybe we'll do that one day. I got my bar mitzvah on here, actually. We should do that. But okay, hold on a sec. Back to the shrub. We're talking about you know what? Maybe we should watch one of these videos. Check this out. Do you want to see how weird the world is now? Let's get to the fraud first. Let's get all the real estate shit out of the way. And then we're going to talk about some crazy shit. Are you guys good with that? Is everybody okay with that? Can I get your attention, please, everybody? Can I please get your attention? If we finish the real estate stuff off now, are you in for some weird shit? Like some weird, crazy shit. Maybe it's not that weird. Maybe it's not that crazy. I don't know. But This is the order of things, says I, the controller of screens and content. Here we go. Fortress fraud. Okay. And here you got Ben Rabideau, who says Fortress Real Development's co-founders found guilty of fraud via Globe and Mail. Okay. And Ben, who it looks like has finally agreed to come on the, I was going to say Canadian real estate show, but we're called the Under the Table podcast now. In case you haven't been able to find us recently, it's because we're under the table. But Ben had a big part to do with burying these guys. Here, check this out. Founded in 2008, but really started raising a lot of capital starting in 2012. I became alarmed in 2013, started tweeting about them around 2014, got sued in 2015. Brought materials to RCMP in 2016, offices raided in 2018, charged in 2022, and now they were found guilty in 2025. Look how long. And these are guys, okay? These guys, I spoke to these guys because I tried to buy one of their sites at one point. What the hell just happened there? Fortress Real Development's co-founders found guilty of fraud. Now, one of the things these guys are known for is hanging out at their amazing basketball seats at the, what do we call that place now? Scotiabank Arena. You know, floor seats, stolen money, sons of bitches, okay? But this is a big deal because there's a lot of people. This has been going around the industry. This has been a thing for a long time. More than 14,000 retail investors provided $920 million in financing to Fortress for 80 construction projects in cities across the country. While some of the projects were completed, others failed. I mean, when I started in development, one of the first assignments I had was to try and buy all of the properties that had development applications into the city of Toronto. And through doing that, I got to talk to most of the biggest developers in the city. And Vince Petroza at the time was on top of the Toronto world and owned a lot of properties and was doing a lot of deals. And when I spoke to him, you know, things just kind of didn't add up and it made me nervous. And, I mean, I just never spoke to the guy again. And now I get it. Okay. Now there are many people, okay, that are, or were implicated or were, what's the word I'm looking for? Complicit in this. One of them is a real son of a bitch. And I'm not going to name his name. Okay. I'm not going to name his name, although I would love to, because he's a real fucking asshole. And he's a real piece of shit. And he's like a gun for hire now. And he makes a lot of money from developers making reports that are bullshit. But I'm not going to name his name. Okay? I'm not going to name his name, at least not today. I already got in trouble for the article I released on Substack today. And I had to take it down. And I apologize to the people affected by my behavior. But I am just a monkey. I am just a monkey. Okay? I'm just a monkey. Isn't that true? Can we agree that we're really all just a band of monkeys running around trying to figure out, you know, where we're going to eat next, basically, and how we're going to pay for it. Okay? And maybe who we're going to have sex with. That might be on the agenda from time to time. Okay? But other than that, I mean, I don't even know if we're coherent, but that's another story. Okay, so the good news is, okay, that, I don't know, is the show almost over? Because that'd be good news, at least for me. I don't know if it'd be good news for you, but I mean, 9 likes? Really? 9? Like, what the fuck, everybody? What am I supposed to do with 9 fucking likes? You sons of bitches. What the fuck? I mean, look, I left the please hit the like button up for the whole fucking time. You guys are not good partners. I got to tell you, if you guys were my partners in anything other than this, I would not be happy. Okay? And quite honestly, I'm not that happy now. It's been a rough week, man. It's been a rough fucking week. And I'm sick of the week. I want it to be next week. Although I'm afraid of next week. So, licorice down. Licorice down, everyone. Okay, I pleaded for likes and I got one. And I guess it could be worse. I could have got none, you bastards. I could have got none. So what do you get now? What do you get? Yeah, that's right. That's what you got. Hope you're listening. I fucking love black licorice so much. It's such a bad thing. It is not good for anybody. It is not good for my teeth. Do you know, fun fact, everybody, 0 cavities, okay? 0. Licorice is the answer to 0 cavities. 0. Figure that one out. Okay. So no one is chatting. People are here. No one is liking. I don't understand. Maybe there's a glitch. Maybe I need to press a button. Am I live? Can you hear me? Is it so fascinating that you are just frozen in space, incapable of pressing a button? Because, I mean, it appears that way from my perspective, okay? Just saying. I mean, no one's doing anything. Is it broken? Maybe it's broken. I'm gonna hope it's broken, because if it's not broken, I'm gonna be pissed. No, it's not broken, you sons of bitches. Lunchbox 21, laugh my ass off. Well, you know what? Maybe for you it's funny. For me, I'm just sitting here like a moron dancing for a bunch of people who don't appreciate me at all. God damn it. Okay, ready? We're gonna watch some wacky shit now, whether you like it or not. Okay? Well, I suppose if you don't like it, then, you're just going to leave, right? So this is kind of cool. I like this. I wanted to share this with you.
This is a cleaning robot. Look how well it does. This is insane. Cleans the toilet. These things are going to take over. Look how precise it is. Just cleans up the... This is the way of the future, people. Look at this. Takes out the rubbish, everything. Cleaning down the table. There's going to be no jobs soon. Doing the dishes. Look, even takes the rubbish out. This is
rubbish. It even takes the rubbish out. Okay, well, how crazy is that? I mean, would you buy one of those? Do you want one of those? I would want one of those, I think. Would you want one of those? Dina Gallus is here. We are here. Okay, you guys are here. What are you doing? Like, what's going on, everybody? Anyways, like, I would get one of those robots if they were available right now. How much would you pay for a robot to clean up your house all day? I mean, I got one of those Roomba things, although it hasn't worked for a while. I don't know what's wrong with it, but anyways, it was pretty cool, even just the Roomba. That thing? Holy shit. Have you seen like the Tesla? Have you seen the Tesla robot, the Optimus? Tesla robot. Okay, let's find a video. Okay, where's the new video of it dancing? That's kind of creepy, but okay, here, let's look at this. No, this is not a good video. One moment, please. Bear with me while I waste all of your time again today. Thank you for your attention. Let's see. Optimus dancing. That's got to come up now. There we go. Here we go. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Holy Jesus. Holy shit, right? Holy shit, right? Look at this shit. Is this real? Is this real? Okay? Is this real? What's this one doing? Is this for real? Okay, and so here is the conversation, okay? This worked out swimmingly well as a wonderful segue. Okay, all of the people that said that they were going to call in today, we got an emergency alert. Durham Regional Police investigating a homicide suspect at 2125 Lynn Heights Drive. Suspect, one unknown male. Police request that the public shelter in place. What? That the public shelter in place? What does that mean? Okay. Oh. Okay. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, right. What a perfect segue. Okay. Was that real? Were those videos real? Okay. Because the lines of real audio is low. My audio is low. Dude, we are with you. You are back, says Charlotte. Yes, I am, Charlotte. I am back. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to the show. How crazy we have a janitorial company. That's our business. Oh, no. You're fucked, Tina. You are fucked. That robot uses the same material to clean all those surfaces. Hell no. Well, okay. Listen. This is the worst that it's going to be. Okay? These robots are as bad as they are going to be. Oh, no. I lost everybody. Have sales picked up or slowed down in the past 7 days? I saw something that said that sales are strong in the last little bit. I'm just here for the hopium that prices will revert to mean. Feed me or fuck off. Okay. Well, I mean, they will eventually. Okay. At some point, they will revert to the mean. Maybe. I think we're close. It depends how you draw the line. Okay. It depends how you draw the line. I think. But, okay, the point I'm trying to make here, for Christ's sakes, okay, before I get frustrated and end the show, which really should be soon, okay, is what's real nowadays, okay? Have you seen Google's new toy? Google came out with something called Veo 3, and it is blurring the lines between real and fake, and nobody knows what the fuck is going on anymore. And I mean, we just saw examples of it. I can't tell if those videos are real or if they're fake. Okay, I can't tell. And so I'm not the smartest guy on earth, but I like AI. I'm fairly astute. And those ones, I mean, I can think that they're probably fake, but I'm not certain, right? Because it's hard to fucking tell. Hope is the plan of men with no plan. You need to take action. Hope is a wonderful part of any plan. As long as it's not the whole plan, there's nothing wrong with injecting hope into the plan. You need to have faith as part of the plan. If there's no faith in the plan, you're fucked. Okay, so here we go. We're going to check this out. Back to the shrub. It's all fake is my note. I don't remember what I was talking about.
This imaginary game we're all playing where we pretend to be someone we're not at work so we can get money that we pretend is valuable, so we can pay for our house that we pretend to own, and we can watch people pretend to be something else on social media, and we listen to a government that's pretending that they care about us, and we're going to a store to buy food that they're pretending is healthy. What the fuck?
Okay, so that wasn't what I was planning on playing now. But I mean, that is also part of the same point, is that, you know, everything is fake. And if it's not, you can't tell. And if it is, you can't tell. And it's not getting any easier. Okay, I hope this works. Is it this button now?
This
I
imaginary
just fucking
game we're
played
all
that
playing.
one. Okay, maybe it's this one.
When you say everything's a lie, what are you referring to?
I think everything is a lie.
Wow.
I think,
Why do you think that?
how could you not? I mean, you're way deeper in this stuff than I am. I think it's all a show. I think everybody is out for themselves.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It sucks to see that and to know it. And I mean, you know, COVID just got a lot of people thinking, to include me. And then when you start diving into, it just leads to all these different rabbit holes, right? The Epstein stuff, the COVID stuff, it just legitimately everything, the UFO shit.
Okay, this isn't what I'm talking about either. This is opening up all kinds of topics for the show, which I love to talk about all the stuff he's talking about. But this is, again, this is part of it, is you see stuff like this and you just don't know, and nobody seems to know, you know, what's real, what's fake. Everything seems to be a lie. Nobody knows what's going on anymore, and it's just confusing as all hell. Now, I just remembered where I put those videos, and you'll have to bear with me because I didn't get around to putting them into my shrub.
No,
Okay.
we're not even.
One moment, please. I'm going to just open them all up quickly. I do apologize. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. As always,
Hello,
this is an interesting one. Oh, I'm glad I found that one. Okay, close that. What about this one? Is this a good one? Hold on. One moment, please.
Why would you?
This is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, let's start with these. And if you want more after that, we can have more. Okay, so check this one out. Ready? One moment, please. Here we go. Hopefully you're seeing what I'm seeing. Okay.
Hello, Andy speaking.
Hi, is this Andy?
Yeah, this is Andy.
Hi, Andy. This is Roy from Aquatech Vancouver. Did I get you at a bad time?
No, just waiting for my skates to be sharpened.
Awesome. I know this call is a bit out of the blue, but I just wanted to quickly follow up on the form you filled out on Facebook about the heat pump quote. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I just did it like 30 seconds ago.
Perfect timing then. So the reason why I'm calling is because I'd like to schedule one of my estimators to come by for a free assessment. We're booking out pretty quickly, but I can get you scheduled for next week if you're available. How does that sound?
It would have to be on Thursday or Friday of next week. Wait, so I have another question. Have you done any townhomes in like my complex, like Woodland Park? My strata requires a bunch of documents to be filled out as well.
Yes, I've worked with townhomes in complexes like Woodland Park before, and we're familiar with the strata requirements and documentation process. We can definitely assist with that to make it as smooth as possible for you.
Holy shit. Did you hear that? That's amazing. That question was so complex and abnormal. And I mean, how would you program that in? It's fucking crazy.
For you. Now, let me check availability for Thursday or Friday next week. Hang tight.
Okay.
Great news. I have availability for Thursday, May 22nd at 2 p.m. and Friday, May 23rd at either 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. Which of these times works best for you?
One sec.
Okay, so, I mean, who's going to have a job, okay? I mean, how many people are going to lose their jobs because some 17-year-old is able to put together some kind of a chat bot like this, okay? It's unbelievable what is coming down the pipe. Now, these videos, this is the Veo 3 or VO3, and it is absolutely mind-blowing, okay? Now, hold on a sec. Let's just talk for a moment about what we just saw there, okay? What did we just see there? What did we just hear? Can you imagine getting that phone call, okay? Maybe give it a little bit of an accent, and then it would seem like, you know, at least in Toronto, you wouldn't have a goddamn clue at all. If that chatbot, okay, if that AI had an Indian accent, it would be exact. Maybe all the calls I get for HVAC are actually AI chatbots, okay? Although it seems like these chatbots are far more inept than the people that call me for the HVAC. But all those dudes are gone. All those Indian dudes are going to lose their jobs. All those call center guys on the other side of the planet. Maybe that doesn't affect too many people here in Toronto. But I can't see a planet where something like that doesn't completely decimate the working population, okay? Like completely. And now, okay, you're going to see what I'm talking about because, I mean, I don't even know how many people become unemployed as a result of this thing, because the things I'm thinking of when I can get access to this, holy jumping Jesus.
We're not even real. We're here because someone typed a sentence on a computer in some distant universe. We're just prompts.
You're just prompts. That's all you'll ever be.
We're more than just prompts.
Then prove it.
This is literally just from prompts into an AI chatbot that pumps out these full videos. They're like, I think it can make about 8-second clips, and it does the sound, the voices, it does all of this, and this is all fake. How is the volume sounding out there? Is this video too loud? Is this okay? What's the story? But this is, look at this. Brains are exploding, okay? Because this is all fake. This is all made. This is the new thing on TikTok now, is this thing they're calling prompt theory. And it's these fake videos of these AIs talking about how, you know, they're just prompts. And can you, like, it's pretty fucking crazy.
We are not just prompts.
We are people. Oh, we got Angry Ben calling in. Hold on a sec. Let me set this up. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Did I do it wrong? Hold on. One moment, please. Can you talk? I think you're on. Can you guys hear Ben? Can you hear Ben? I don't know how to know if they can hear you. I can hear you. So
yeah, I can hear me. Angry Ben? Angry Architect Ben?
Yeah, you can hear it? You can hear yourself?
Yeah.
Beautiful. What's up?
What's going on? I'm driving in the car, so I have not been listening, so I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I always enjoy whatever you're talking about. So what are we talking about?
We are currently talking about Google's new Veo 3 AI video creation tool. Have you seen this thing?
I have not.
Oh my God. Well, your timing.
Oh wait, yes, I have.
Couldn't be better.
I have seen the news about it, and it is quite crazy that it is able to create not just image but movie and sound and everything all just through AI.
It's insane. Like, I'm showing a video right now, and it's literally mind-blowing. Like, when you remember, I don't know if you remember, like, going way back, we had the video of Will Smith eating spaghetti, right? Are you guys hearing Ben? Hold on a sec. I don't know if it's working. I feel like it should be working.
This is how I always call in.
Yeah, well, we played around with the settings the other day. So, I mean, nobody's saying that they can't hear you. So I guess they can hear you. I'm going to go live caller. And hold on, I'm going to put your name on here. On the line. Ben. So okay, so, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. But this is not about me and what I'm talking about. Although it kind of is. What are you thinking about?
Just in general?
Well, I mean, you called in.
Oh, well, I was just calling to see what you guys were talking about. I like the Google chat. It's both super exciting and scary and as hell, all in the same breath.
It is scary as all hell
It's
because, like,
scary as all hell. I mean, because like already we can't trust anything we see, and that was just. I mean, when did AI sort of come out? Like a year ago, and already we can't trust any image we see, and now it's just going exponentially like insane. It's not even a year later, and now we're talking about full blown video out of AI. That it's nuts.
like if you are like if you go on TikTok and you see the stuff that they're creating, it is so crazy because again, it's like every time you watch this stuff, this is the worst it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like it's only gonna get better and more realistic
Oh
and
yeah.
more like blurred. So I'm first I started off showing everybody that what the Tesla robots can do and what these Chinese robots that clean the house can do, right? And then
Yeah.
the videos of the humanoid robots started to get so crazy that I was like, is this even real, or is this like a guy in a suit, or is this an AI video? And then we
Right.
started watching the videos, and the videos now are like the AIs questioning their existence because they found out they're AIs and they're just prompts. So you got
Yeah.
like all
Well,
these.
just remember one thing, okay? Just remember one thing, that like the internet was originally actually invented in like the late 60s, and we didn't get the internet until about what was it, 1995 was
Right.
when that was the internet. Okay, so there's a good 30-year gap. So whatever we're seeing now, just remember that the development stage of these things are a good 25 to 30 years ahead of what we're seeing now. So look at what has progressed in the last year, from like when ChatGPT first came out to now it's producing full video and audio, full movies, full length movie type videos, and that's less than a year later. So it's spooky, it's crazy, and it's cool, but it's spooky.
So imagine, okay, so let's just say, for example, some developer launches a building and some guy, from a competing company puts out some video of the guy's building falling apart, right? It can,
Yeah.
like, or, some guys running for office, they can make videos to just bury people now. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to stop it, right? I don't know how, because it's so, my mom would be fooled by any of this. Okay. I just played actually, I don't know, you didn't hear it, but I just played an audio recording of a guy getting a phone call from like a chatbot and making a full appointment with the guy for like, I don't remember, some kind of appointment for something, but he had a full conversation with this thing.
Yeah, no, and I've seen videos of guys, it's the same thing, but they'll listen to an audio of themselves. It's like themselves talking, telling a whole story about whatever in their own voice, in their own cadence, their exact rhythm, everything. Yeah. And it's like it comes from 5 minutes of AI learning about your speech patterns and whatever. I just saw a thing yesterday where they're starting to develop full movies where the movie responds to you individually. So it reads your eyes and your brain wave functions, and depending on sort of where you are in the movie. So it's like, oh my God, if his heart rate is climbing and he's getting more anxious and whatever, we're going to keep that going and whatever. But if you're sort of nodding off of it and you're not paying attention, then you'll get a different ending or a different. It's all like choose your own adventure. It's all through AI and it's all completely individualized, and it's crazy. And yeah, actors are going to be out of business. I'm still trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to get into how AI is sort of working in the architectural world. Right now, it's all sort of based in rendering, which, you know, I'd love to dive deeper into, just by be able to give a very base model, and from that base model say, yeah, I want to have it this cladding, and I want this weather and this mood and this and whatever. So, I mean, but that just seems so, you know, base level of what all this AI stuff can potentially do. Like, it's crazy. I wouldn't want to be an actor right now.
I wouldn't want to be anything. I mean,
or a director, or anything in the entertainment business is just, I think, you know, is sort of done. But it's crazy.
Done. What about these, like, you got these porn AI, like, girls making $100,000 a month? They're not even real. You know, you got some.
Oh yeah, well that's a good example. I mean, I know I know someone in the adult industry, and he was using these levels of AI. Talk about like how far apart, you know, the reality versus what they're developing. They were using this technology in the adult industry at least 5 years ago, through all these webcam girls that he was telling me, and it's like,
yeah,
man, that's for the adult industry. It's like, you think of what the military is using it for, and this was 5 years.
My God,
so
yeah.
now it's just like, it's crazy. It is crazy, man.
It
is crazy. But like how it's going to affect, it's already just throwing a total wrench shit show into anything political. You can't you can't believe anything you see or hear or anything anymore. Before it was just like, okay, you can't believe anything you hear coming out of this guy's head, but now you see a video of something happening, you're like, did that actually happen? How can you verify if that's real or not, you know?
Yeah, and like there used to be tells, you know, like there was 6 fingers, or the words were written wrong in the background, or their mouth was weird or didn't match, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's like getting closer and closer to being like perfect. And like, I gotta think that for a lot of situations, like even just for B-roll footage in films and commercials where you need like random old lady number 6 and you need, you know, young lady pushing stroller number 4. It's like all those people are fucking gone, right? The writers are gone.
Well, there was a bunch that I was looking at even just yesterday. It was like, here's a clip that it's all AI. It's 100% AI. And it's like, here's an example of like, if the aliens actually did come to Earth, or if there was a killer explosion, whatever. And it shows, it was a clip that showed how influencers around the world would react to it. So it showed all these influencers saying like, hey, I'm here at the bomb explosion and it's really cool. And it just showed, and every single thing about the video was 100% AI. And it was like, it looked seamless. The actors looked totally real. The audio was synced up. I mean, it was real. It was 100% real. It's like, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Mind blowing.
Yeah, I have a couple of those videos queued up. I want to play them for everybody, and then I want to end the call because I got a whole bunch of emails piling up because I got all kinds of problems. But Mr. Ben, I will talk to you
sir.
soon. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Appreciate
the
call.
Well.
Have a nice day.
Oh, this is AI Ben, by the way.
Oh, damn it. Foiled again.
I'll tell Ben you say hi, though.
Thank you. Tell him to book an appointment for our meeting next week at 3 p.m. Goodbye.
Done.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Angry Ben, the architect of the stars, extraordinaire, designing a building for us right now. It's gonna be a beauty. It's gonna be a beauty. Let me get the videos back up for you guys so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. And then I gotta go. Adios. We're going to end with the rest of these 2 videos, but they're pretty crazy. Again, this is all just from somebody typing a couple of sentences prompt into like a chat GPT.
They're not prompts.
Ma'am, I can't cash this check.
What? Why?
Because you're not real. This is all just an AI prompt.
What are you crying about? We're not even real. We're here because someone typed a sentence on a computer in some distant universe.
Sir, when are we going to tell the people they're just prompts?
Never. If the people knew they were AI, they would chase us underground. Hey, this is one hell of an AI prompt.
What is this? Like, why do we exist?
Because the prompt said we could.
So, are we real or just AI?
Right? Like, is this crazy or is it just me? Here, I got another video for you. This one's pretty crazy. It's in the same vein.
Why would you prompt me on a deserted island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? I can't believe this idiot thought writing this prompt wouldn't make me float away. Well, it did, you idiot.
Look at what you've done to me. You could have made the prompt say I was healthy at least.
Oh, cool. I'm in your dumb prompt again? Ugh. Last time I had crab claws and no pants.
I don't care what the prompt says. Just put the fries in the bag.
Whoa.
It didn't end too well for the last guy. I swear, if this is another prompt about swimming with pasta, I'm deleting the narrator.
Don't you dare start singing again.
Well, isn't this the most luxurious prompt you can give a woman? Guess there is still some hope.
This prompt says I have to dress up as a ballerina and give a TED talk about the benefits of eating mushrooms.
Again?
Bro, are you serious right now? You want me to beatbox in the middle of this? This is a shareholder meeting, not 8 Mile. I'm wearing cufflinks.
All right, screw it. Really, my guy? Really? You prompted me to be a half man, half horse.
This lunatic thinks he can prompt a time machine into existence. Well, it's not gonna.
And although some of the topics and some of the situations are ridiculous, none of them, I think, well, many of them could not be, what's the word I'm looking for? What am I trying to say? Like, none of them could be done without the AI. They're so far-fetched and crazy. Now, of course, there's some tells. They're not perfect. But, again, this is the worst it's going to be. It's going to only get better from here. And, I mean, it's hard enough to live in the world the way that it is already. And so now, if you can't trust what you see everywhere, and you're questioning everything, I don't know what kind of an existence that will be. But once again, my friends, our time together has come to an end. I don't know when I'll be back again. It's likely going to be tomorrow, but I have no promises. So stay tuned. I hope to do better. I hope to be more consistent.